students, good morning. So last class we have discussed about electrochemistry basics. Today what is meant by as last class we discussed about the electrolysis, basics of electrolysis. So today we are going to discuss about preferential discharge theory. So why we should discuss this theory? Because when two ions are present, okay, when two ions are present in the electrolyte, okay, electrolyte la rendu ions irukumbodhu, okay, what will happen during the electrolysis? When two ions are present in the electrolysis, what will happen? Okay, because the both ions will come to electrode to discharge. Okay, so then what will happen? Suppose if I have taken the two ions, suppose there is one electrolyte. In the electrolyte is containing two ions actually. Suppose the two ions I have taken Na plus and H plus is there. Okay, Na plus and H plus, two ions are there. These two ions are coming to discharge at the electrode at the same time. Okay, where it will discharge? Actually it will discharge at the cathode because both are cation. Okay, so it will discharge at the cathode. So when it is when it is coming to discharge at the cathode, or when it is coming to deposit on cathode, okay, so what will happen? Which will discharge first? So in this place actually we are getting problem, okay, because we don't know which will discharge first one, whether Na plus or H plus. There is a problem because in this case actually we are going to study about preferential discharge theory. So here just only one word is very important. When two ions are coming to discharge or deposit on the electrode, on the particular electrode, maybe an anode or cathode. Okay, so when two ions are coming to discharge when it is coming to nearer to the electrode, okay, to discharge or deposition, okay, so the ion which is having least energy, okay, to discharge or deposit, okay, that will discharge first. So that is called as actually preferential discharge theory. So see here the statement. It states that if more than one type of ions are attracted towards a particular electrode, then the one discharge is the ion which requires least energy. This is the point. Least energy. So in particular ions, okay, the particular electrolyte ல ரெண்டு ions இருக்கு, ரெண்டு கேட்டையான் இருக்கு, ரெண்டு ஆனையான் இருக்கு அப்படின்னா ரெண்டு கேட்டையானும் ரெண்டு ஆனையானும், ஓகேங்களா, எலக்ட்ரோட்ல டெபாசிட் ஆக வருது அப்படின்னா, ஓகேங்களா, சோ அப்ப அந்த ரெண்டு அயான்ஸ்ல எது வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டிஸ்சார்ஜ் ஆகும், எது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டெபாசிட் ஆகும் பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா, so the ion which is having the ion which requires minimum energy or least energy to deposit or least energy to discharge na, okay, the charge, okay, maybe Na plus or Cl minus, okay, the particular charge வந்து என்னாகும் நியூட்ரல் ஆகிறதுக்கு தேவைப்படக்கூடிய எனர்ஜி தான் என்னது, அந்த லீஸ்ட் எனர்ஜி. ஓகேவா, அப்ப அந்த பர்టిక్యులர் எனர்ஜிக்கு நமக்கு அந்த பர்టిక్యులர் அயான்ஸ், எந்த அயான்ஸ்க்கு வந்து பர்టిక్యులர் எனர்ஜி மினிமம் எனர்ஜி தேவைப்படுதோ, so that will discharge first or that will deposit first. So here next, if you have seen here the potential at which, yeah, this is very important point, please note it, please take a notes actually guys, please take it. Okay, so what does mean by this is very important, please note it, potential discharge or deposition potential. So the potential at which, okay, the potential at which the ion, okay, the potential at which the ion discharged, okay, the particular potential, okay, suppose if you have taken the particular electrode, the electrode will have definitely one particular potential, okay, so the potential at which the ion is discharged are deposited at appropriate electrode, that is called as, what is that, potential discharge or deposition potential. Please take down this. Next we are going to discuss this with some examples. Okay, so this is called as actually preferential discharge theory. Okay, so when this theory we can discuss when an electrolyte is containing more than 2 ions. So the ion which is having less energy to, or the ion which requires the minimum energy to or least energy to discharge on the electrode, that will be preferable to discharge first. That is called as preferential discharge theory. Okay, so next we will see this with one example. Please take it. Electrolysis of example. Electrolysis of sodium chloride. Okay, electrolysis of sodium chloride. If sodium chloride, if it is electrolysis, okay, so what will happen? Electrolysis of sodium chloride. Please take it. Electrolysis of sodium chloride. Yes, electrolysis of sodium chloride solution. Okay, electrolysis of sodium chloride solution. When we are doing the electrolysis of sodium chloride solution or brine solution, okay, it's called as brine solution. Okay, sodium chloride ku no peru na brine solution. Brine, B-R-I-N-E, brine solution. So electrolysis of sodium chloride, what will happen? If you are doing the electrolysis on a sodium chloride solution, what will happen? That sodium chloride, it will be ionized into Na plus and Cl minus, isn't it? Okay, so it will be electrolyzed into, it will be ionized. Okay, it will be ionized into Na plus and Cl minus. But during electrolysis, okay, what will happen means, okay, beside the NaCl, what will happen means, okay, because ionization of NaCl, okay, water also will be ionized because it is a, what is the brine solution, aqueous solution. NaCl solution means aqueous NaCl. Aqueous NaCl means NaCl when you are dissolving in water, so that is brine solution. Appo water water ionize agum. Okay, water ionize aachu appadina enna agum? Water will be ionized into H plus and OH minus. Okay, OH minus. Water, it is a weak electrolyte. Okay, so anyhow water, it is a weak electrolyte. So the ionization of water, it is small extent. Okay, it will not completely ionized. It will not completely ionized. Okay, anyhow that electrolyte will be containing these ions. So now if you have listened, so now the electrolyte, it is having 2 ions, Na plus and H plus ion. Okay, Na plus and H plus ion, same as it is, what is that? Cl minus and OH minus ions. So when electrolysis is happening, what will happen? That electrolysis, okay, the electrolyte, if it is containing 2 electrodes, so here cathode and anode is there. Cathode is there and anode is there. Okay, at cathode actually Na plus and H plus, there it will be discharged. It will be discharged at the cathode because both are cation. Cation will be discharged at the cathode. Okay, then anode is there. Okay, and anode actually anion is there. Cl minus and OH minus is there. Both are anions, so both will be discharged at the anode. Anode is a positive. Okay, so then it will be oppositively. What is that? Cation is attracted by cathode. Anions are attracted by anode. So now we are getting 2 cations and 2 anions in the electrolyte. So then which will be discharged first? That is the point. So now here, if you have taken the when we have taken Na plus and H plus ions, so Na plus, listen here, at at anode, what will happen? Just listen. Cathode, what is the reaction? At anode, what is the process? So at cathode actually, comparatively Na plus, Na plus and H plus. When you are comparing these two, discharge energy, potential discharge, potential discharge potential actually when you are comparing for NaCl, Na plus and H plus, discharge potential வந்து Na plus க்கும் H plus க்கும் compare பண்ணும்போது H plus ரொம்ப கம்மி. So potential discharge it is very lower for hydrogen. Then hydrogen will be discharged first at the cathode. That is the very important point, please note it. So potential discharge of what is that? Hydrogen. Potential discharge of hydrogen, it is smaller, very lower than Na plus. So then H plus will be discharged first at the cathode. H plus will be discharged at the cathode. So then at the cathode actually, what will be a reaction? So reaction, if you have taken H plus so then H plus actually H plus it is electron deficient species, then it will be gaining electron. Gaining electron. So it will gain the electron, it will change into H. Then H2H will be changed into H2 gas. So this is the process at the cathode. At anode, what will happen? At anode actually, so here at anode two ions are coming, Cl minus and OH minus. So both when you are comparing, which will have lowest discharge potential, lowest deposition or highest potential deposit that I tell you. So which is having lowest potential discharge, lowest discharge potential, sorry, which is having lowest potential discharge, that will discharge first. So when we are comparing chlorine, Cl minus and OH minus, hydroxyl ion and chlorine ion, which will discharge first means, so chlorine is having lowest discharge potential value than the OH minus ion. Then chlorine will discharge first when we are comparing with the OH minus ion. Then at anode, what is the process means? So Cl minus will be losing the electron. So Cl will lose the electron will come out. Then Cl will combine, change into Cl2 gas. This is the reaction at anode. Please note it. So this is about actually a preferential discharge theory. According to preferential discharge theory, when two ions are competing for discharge at a particular electrode, the ion which is having least energy or least potential discharge, that will discharge first, or higher deposition potential, that will discharge first. So this is called as actually discharge potential theory. Still one more example we will discuss. Please take it. Electrolysis of copper sulfate solution using platinum electrodes. Electrolysis of copper sulfate solution by using. So many of you are you have given the comment section. I am using the okay word frequently. I am trying to reduce. So as soon as possible, I will be forgetting that word okay. So please adjust up to that. If you have any clarification in those concepts, please pass your comments in the comment section, or I have posted my email ID. Send an email about your doubts about the concepts. I will be making you clear. So next, electrolysis of copper sulfate solution by using platinum electrode. Platinum electrodes. Platinum electrode use பண்றோம். Platinum electrode use பண்ணும்போது, so what will happen? Platinum, you know that it is an inert electrode. Then copper sulfate actually, when we are doing electrolysis, what will happen? Copper sulfate, it will change into Ca2 plus plus SO4 2 minus. Correct? Okay, this is the reaction. Copper sulfate. Okay, then there will be a water molecule. Okay, water molecule also will be undergoing ionization process. Then H plus what will happen? OH minus. Okay, H plus and the OH minus will be happening. Okay, then now what will be the process at cathode and anode? Cathode and anode. See the process. Listen. Here see, in electrolyte there is a 2 ions, there is a 2 cation, there is a 2 anion. Then which will first discharge means. So here, what did I say? Here, the ion which is having less discharge potential, least discharge potential, or less discharge potential, or lower discharge potential, or higher deposition potential. There is a very important point actually. You have to listen. Okay, so lower, please note the point. Okay, lower discharge potential, discharge potential, or higher. The point is very important. Higher deposition potential. Deposition potential. Okay, so the ion which is having lowest discharge potential or higher deposition potential, that will be discharged the particular electrode. So here Cu2 plus and H plus is there. Okay, Cu2 plus and H plus is there. So here comparatively, rending compare பண்ணும்போது எதுக்கு least deposition potential பாத்தீங்கன்னா காப்பருக்கு தான் இருக்கு. Copper is having least deposition potential. That order I will be giving next point. Next point la அந்த order கொடுத்துருவேன். Okay, இது highest lowest potential discharge இருக்கு. Okay, highest deposition potential இருக்கு. அந்த order கொடுக்குறேன். Please note it. Now if you have seen, then what is this? Copper is having least discharge potential. Then copper will be discharged first at the cathode. Then what is the process at the cathode? So copper Cu2 plus. Okay, so it will be Cu2 plus. No, it will be gaining 2 electron from the at a cathode. Then it will change into Cu. Correct? So same as it is when you're coming to ions SO4 and SO4 2 minus and OH minus, sulfate ion and hydroxyl ion. இது ரெண்டுக்கும் கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது எதுக்கு lowest discharge potential பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, so OH minus is having least discharge potential than the SO4 minus ion. So then OH minus ion will be discharged first at the anode. Then the process is OH minus, OH minus, 2OH minus is plus ticket. Then it is changed into H2O. H2O plus O, oxygen will be coming out. Then 2 electron will be coming out. இங்க என்ன நடக்குது? இங்க reduction. Gaining electron. Cathode reduction நடக்கும், anode oxidation நடக்கும். So it will be losing the electron. 2 OH minus ion is there. Then process H2O plus O plus 2 electron is coming out. Then 2 oxygen will combine and it will change into O2. Please take down. Note it guys, it's very important. Note it. So then decreasing order of discharge. That decreasing order of discharge potential கொடுக்கிறேன். Please note it. Decreasing order of, please while I'm teaching, please try to take a notes. If it is live class, I will be giving more time to take a notes because it's not a live class, you know that. So we have less time. Then we have to move very fastly to next topics. So next one, please take that order. Decreasing order of discharge potential of ions. Decreasing order of please take it. Decreasing order of discharge potential for cation and anion. So first cation, இது ஜஸ்ட் நீ மைண்ட்ல வச்சுக்க வேண்டியதான் நீங்க. ஓகேங்களா? 11th ல படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. ஓகேவா? In 11th standard itself you have studied about that. Our lower section itself you have studied about the reactivity series. அதேதான் reactivity series. metal மெட்டலோட ரியாக்டிவிட்டி சீரிஸ் 10th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ல படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. சேம் கேட்டனுக்கு அதே ஆர்டர் தான் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. ப்ளீஸ் நோட் இட். K plus is more, K plus is the most what is that, is having discharge potential. K plus, then Na plus, then Ca2 plus, then Mg2 plus, then Al3 plus. After that Zn, Zn2 plus, please take it. Then H plus, then Cu2 plus, Cu2 plus, please take it. Then Hg plus, Ag plus. So these are all the, what is that, decreasing order. Appa potassium la irundhu when you are moving K plus la irundhu Ag plus varumbodhu, what is that, what is that, decreasing order of discharge potential. Appa silver da enna irukadhula romba least discharging potential value okayla. So decreasing order of discharge potential or increasing order, or increasing order of deposition potential. ரெண்டு பாயிண்ட் நோட் பண்ணிக்கணும். டிஸ்சார்ஜ் பொட்டன்ஷியல்னா இட்ஸ் டிக்ரீசிங், டெபாசிஷன் பொட்டன்ஷியல்னா இன்க்ரீசிங். அப்ப எது வேகமா டெபாசிட் ஆகும்? அப்ப சில்வர் இட் இஸ் ஹேவிங் highest deposition potential value when you are comparing with the other cations. Please note it. Next anion. Anion oda discharge decreasing discharge potential. SO4 2 minus, NO3 minus, OH minus, Cl minus, Br minus, I minus. Please note it. Please note it, guys. So whenever you are ready to listen my class, ready to listen my video, please take a notes, keep near with you. You should take a notes. Very important. Don't see like a movie. Take a notes from my class. It will be very helpful for you. So please try to take a notes. It's very, very important, because if you are listening just like a movie, you will be forgetting everything. If it is a live class, okay, there will be interaction. So here we can't interact. So if there is no interaction, that class actually, what is that? It is a one-way class. So if it is interaction, you will be getting more thing. You can get a more clarification. So whenever I am giving the notes, you just to try to note it. So next, so this is about actually preferential discharge theory. Next we are going to discuss about Faraday's law. Faraday's first law, Faraday's second law. So today we will be saying up to Faraday's first law. We will be going to see only first law. Second law we will discuss next class. Then we will discuss some MCQs. Then we will be continue with the lesson. Please note it. Next one, Faraday's first law. Faraday's first law. Please note it. Faraday's first law for electrolysis. Faraday's first law for electrolysis. Faraday's first law for electrolysis. Okay, guys. Now, very important laws actually. These are all very important law. Please listen. Faraday's first law. So what is going to happen? Faraday's first law. Just I will be explaining in a short way. Just listen. I am going to take a particular electrolyte. Whatever electrolyte, it may be any electrolyte. It can be any electrolyte. We don't want to specify the particular electrolyte. I have taken the particular electrolyte, particular salt electrolytes. It may be a copper sulfate, may be a ferrous sulfate, it may be a sodium sulfate, it may be a sodium chloride, maybe a magnesium chloride, maybe whatever it is, chlorides, any sulfates, any nitrates, whatever it is. I have taken some electrolyte here. I am going to pass the electricity through this. So then what will be happening? When I am passing the electricity through this, what will happen? Electrolysis will be taking place. So which means the ions, it will start to moving. So cation will be there, anions will be there, Okay, so the anions, cations will be moving towards cathode, anions will be moving towards anode. Okay, so when I am passing the electricity, what will happen? Deposition. Okay, deposition, it will start to take places. Okay, the particular ion, it will deposit on the particular electrode may be a cathode or anode. See, the mass of deposited substance, okay, on particular electrode, that is directly proportional, or that is proportional to. Okay, so is important point. You have to listen what is meant by Faraday's law, Faraday's first law for electrolysis. Yeah, please listen. Okay, what we have taken? I have taken the one electrolyte. Okay, one electrolyte I have taken. Just I am going to pass the electricity. When I am passing the electricity, so what will happen? Electrolysis takes places. The cation will move towards the cation will be moving towards the cathode. Anions will be moving towards anode. Okay, so then the deposition will be taking place. So the deposited, very important point. Okay, deposit mass of the deposited substance. Okay, the particular cathode, sorry, or particular anode or particular electrode. Okay, mass I have taken as a W. Okay, mass of the substance, deposited substance, that is equal, or that is directly proportional to, okay, directly proportional to, okay, amount of charge, okay, passed into the electrolyte, okay, so here just a charge I have taken as a Q. Okay, charge actually I have here mentioned as a Q is nothing, Coulomb. Okay, so coulombs, so charge in coulombs. Q I have taken as a Q. What is that? Q. Okay, அப்ப எவ்வளவு சார்ஜ் நம்ம உள்ள பாஸ் பண்றோமோ, ஓகேவா, சோ அவ்வளவு amount of substance என்ன ஆகும்? It will be deposited at the, what is that, cathode or anode. Okay, so in this place, please note this. Okay, note this point. Okay, next point. So what is Coulomb? Okay, what is Coulomb? Coulomb means is nothing. It is actually charge. Okay, what is a Coulomb actually? What is mean by Coulomb? 1 Coulomb means what? Okay, what is 1 Coulomb? Suppose 1 Coulomb is nothing that 1 Coulomb is defined as actually current in ampere. Okay, current in ampere. Okay, we are passing current only now. The current in ampere. Okay, please note it. Current in ampere. Okay, current in ampere passed into electrolyte in a second. In 1 second. Okay, current in ampere is nothing. 1 Coulomb is equal to 1 Coulomb. 1 Coulomb is defined as, okay, 1 Coulomb is defined as, just okay, defined as 1 Coulomb is defined as current in ampere, yeah, passed in current in ampere passed into electrolyte in 1 second. Passed into electrolyte in 1 second. Okay, that is called as 1 Coulomb. Okay, that is into 1 Coulomb. Then Q equal to what will be coming? Current in ampere. Okay, current in ampere. Just I have taken as I. Current in ampere. I just write it. Current in ampere into time in second. Okay, then current I have taken as I here. Time I have taken as a T. Then Q equal to I into T. So here, suppose, then how can we relate this? Okay, W equal to, what we can take it? W equal to, W, what will be coming? W equal to, we can use it, I into T. Then W equal to, so in this place, Z into T. I into T. Please note it. It's very important point here. Z is nothing. It is a constant. Okay, what constant means? This is actually electrochemical equivalent constant. केवा electrochemical equivalent electrochemical equivalent, please note it guys. Equivalent electrochemical, I am writing here electrochemical equivalent, that is nothing electrochemical equivalent. So now next point, if you listen, electrochemical equivalent, suppose the charge what it is passing into the electrolyte, if it is 1 coulomb, if it is 1 coulomb, then the reaction what will happen, that equation what will be happening, did you understand? If 1 coulomb of charge, if it is passing into the electrolyte, then what will be the reaction? Then what will be the reaction actually? W, the reaction will be, so what will happen, this I into T will become 1, will become 1, then W equal to Z, it will become W equal to Z. So please note it actually. So this is about when 1 coulomb charge, when 1 coulomb charge is passing into the electrolyte, then W will become Z. Z, it is nothing electrochemical equivalent, please note it. Electrochemical equivalent, what is mean by electrochemical equivalent? Means the amount of substance, the amount of, please note it, electrochemical equivalent is defined as, mass of the substance deposited by, mass of the substance deposited by 1 coulomb, guys, please note it, it's very important. 1 coulomb, COULOMBS, NB, 1 coulomb, it's very important. What is electrochemical equivalent? So this is about first law, guys. So first law is nothing, very easy. How much of the electricity or electric current we are passing into the electrolyte, the same amount of, what is that, the deposited mass of the deposited substance will be equal. அப்ப எவ்வளவு சார்ஜ் போதோ அந்த அளவுக்கு என்ன ஆகும், சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ் வந்து டெபாசிட் ஆகிறது உங்களுக்கு இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகும். both are directly proportional. Charge is directly proportional to mass of the deposited substance, the particular electrode. This is the first law. Second law we will be discussing next class. Thank you. We'll see next class. Thank you guys.